All right, welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna watch Beat D beat down on me. Um, I don't play him very much because usually he's at like 3,000 points and I'm at like not that. But early in the season, got to fight him a couple times in a row, so I thought we'd just take a look and see what he's up to and see what I try. So let's go. So we just got these two replays. Played him in two games back to back. The negative part for me, I don't know why I picked Verd first, by the way. That part kind of confused me. Watching it again, I was like, why would I do that? I think I was trying Verd for a little bit. So here's what my thought was. Whenever I play really high level players with really, really good runes, like a BD or Thompson or whoever, my general goal is to try to outspeed, but with him taking the Vanessa, that's probably not going to happen. That used to be my plan, and it's gone right away. So I have a Ganny runed up pretty fast. So I was like, oh, I'll take Ganny. Maybe I'll be able to outspeed with Ganny. So that was kind of the plan there. Once he threw down the Hathor, I'm like, man, he's going to have so much good stuff. I'm probably going to have to let the Hathor through. So I threw up my two kind of anti-Hathor things in the Amelia, the Violent Amelia, and the Josephine. So that was my thought there. My only issue is there's no sustain on my side that I can see, whereas he's got the Triana, and then he's also got the I'm never going to die in the Vanessa Triana. So I feel like I'm outdrafted here pretty good just to start, but we're going to give it a shot. I banned the Diana just because I felt like that was his way of just nuking the crap out of me, basically. Like, I thought the Diana would just go nuts, so that's why I banned that. And he banned the Amelia, probably because it's the best Hathor counter that I have. So we do get the first turn in the Ganny, which is nice. But we just use it on the bird, which is not particularly encouraging. And then we miss the strip, we miss the stun. And we do get our Verd turn, which is kind of nice. There's our stun. His stunning bird, I thought my Josephine pick was pretty good against that stunning bird because he's going to be stunning nonstop. But it might over-proc my Josephine, you know? Like, it might be procced constantly because of the bird, and then the Hathor can just do whatever it wants. So we missed the taunt there, which isn't surprising because it's a win unit. Full sleep, and now we're in deep trouble. So it doesn't do any damage because of the shield, but it does get the defense break, which is sad. This is also a huge mistake of mine that I can see looking back. I target the Varus, which is this tanky, evil thing that is probably his like tankiest monster on the field. So if he's sitting over there, he's like, oh, good, this is exactly what I hoped you would do. Thank you. And I'm just happy to do it. So not a great play on my part. One thing that really surprised me is how much damage that thing does. Because it's got tons of defense. It doesn't need any crit rate because it gets automatically max crit rate based on a defense compare with the opponent. And then it gets 50% more defense as just a passive. This passive is like loaded. So that really sort of surprised me. I thought my Tyrannus would hang out a little bit more, but no. And look at it just eat my Ganymede. Eats it. So that was a sad showing. Did not even get a kill. And didn't play well or pick well. So there's a reason why he's BD and I am not. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's got amazing runes. So let's try again. I'm like, okay, I can learn. I'll pick the Vanessa, right? He does the same kind of thing. I'm like, okay, I'll take the Triana too because he wants that. The Miho I thought was not a bad idea because it's going against the infinite crit evil bird. But it might have been a little preemptive because then he immediately goes into the speed lead and the Okeanos. Okeanos is not going to be 100% crit, so that's not great for my Miho. And so this is my new unit, Daphnis, that I don't get to use too often. And I was like, maybe Daphnis will get to go first. I don't know. And he'll kill something, so we'll try that. And I'm like, I got to do something about that bird. I got to do something. It just nuked me into the ground. And then Josephine again. I'm not sure if this was exactly correct. It might have been smarter to go with the Josephine and Amelia again because that was a pretty good Hathor deterrent, but I veered off from that. And then he picks, I think it's Ashubel is the name. It's kind of like a mini Hathor, but a speed lead. So I banned the Hathor because I'm like, I didn't pick enough to get rid of it. He bans the Daphnis, so I'm like, yay, I picked it correctly. He banned it. So I've got a pretty well-rounded team with, I think, Miho being the weak unit there. So I guess he doesn't do the strip because he doesn't want to trigger the Josephine, I guess. There's a nice cooldown on Josephine by Okeanos. I'm like, oh, that's not good for me. Because now he can just stun to his heart's content. He misses the defense break. Pretty good damage off my Miho. That was one Miho turn, taking half of Okeanos' HP. So I feel pretty good about that. Also, I got a really good pause. Look at that bird. That's pretty nice. There's the stun. So ironically, he's going to stun my Miho into the ground, which is like, that's Miho's whole job. Took her job. So we're hanging out. We're still getting birded. Missed the stun there, which would have been so nice. There's a couple little RNG things here that could have made this much easier for me. He cools down my Josephine again, finally gets the defense break. But I'm not 100% convinced that even if had those things gone right, that I would be in great shape. There was a couple of turns where the outcome was somewhat up for grabs, but I'm not feeling great about it. And that is the perfect Mihu counter. Good job. And now we're sitting at 2-on-4, and I'm like, I want to kill one. I want to, you know, out of 8 beat D units, I want 1 kill. And I get it. So there we go. It's 7-1 him, because I got one of his units, so we'll take it. The other thing I want to show you is I played a match against Shinze, I think is the name. Shizo TV, which is another kind of YouTube streamer type person. And this one I thought was particularly interesting because he played a version of the comp that I played the last couple of seasons, kind of the speedy comp, and now I've switched over to the tanky comp. So I thought that was kind of fun. Like, that looks pretty familiar, right? Basically what I like to do, double booster and then just nuke stuff down. My side, I'm starting trying the Tyrannus first pick because Tyrannus is pretty popular, and Tyrannus works well with a lot of other units. So I'm like, maybe Tyrannus. And then against this sort of thing, my Triana is the tank, I guess. So he bans the Ganny. I wish I'd gotten that Ganny in, because that Ganny could have outsped both his boosters. And had it, I would have cooled down probably the Lucian, though the best stat's tempting as well. But I could have cooled it down. I could have cooled it right down. Instead, I get Lucianed. Look at those cards, 10k cards, speed tuned to the double booster. That's no joke. Don't mess with that. Luckily, everybody can handle it on my team. But Triana dies pretty quick. Odin full stacks again, but I got the attack buff off, which is huge. And now we just work on the Odin. There's my Diana proc. Yay, Diana did it. I'm so happy I pulled Diana. She's so useful when it's time for Diana. Like, when it's Diana time, and if you have a Diana, good things can happen. If you don't have a Diana and it's Diana time, you're just sad. You have an Antares, right? So Diana's hanging out. We got the Odin basically under control. And then we're gonna take on this Lucian here, and he knows it's over. So that was kind of fun. Had to show you at least one win. Can't just be all beat me down. But this season's been pretty fun because I'm trying different units, different strats, and just kind of hanging out, having fun. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, everybody.